Woo! What's up? What's up? Another day, another dollar here. You back at it again, another video. And today, I've just finished working on two cars. One was front struts on a Nissan Armada 2012. If you guys don't know, it's the bigger version of the Pathfinder. So that's pretty much what that is. And then after that, oil change. Next car I had to work on a Nissan Rogue, the same as this car right here. It looks like that. I had to do valve cover on it. So I had to do a valve cover on that one. So that's going to be a big job. Stay tuned for that. But pretty much, yeah. I'll show you guys in the next video of what the shocks was looking like of the whole car. So, but these was the front shocks for the Nissan Armada. The whole entire knuckle broke off. Yeah, that's crazy. I jacked it up, took off the bolt off. After I took off the bolt off, then I took out the bolts in the top, and the bottom part, yeah, got stuck. And this right here was this is pretty much goes in the middle of this here, like, and then that's when the bolt goes through. And it was seized, and I had to take vice grips and clamp it on there, and at least get the rust off and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the car's running, the car's back on the road, and your boy got paid. So now, I have one more car to work on. I'm just waiting for it. And then from there, I have another car I have to look at. So, 3 that we're working on today. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what I'm working on. We're working on a 2011 Nissan Rogue. I am doing the valve cover gasket. I recently did one off a Nissan Altima the other day, but I didn't record it. But almost the same type of style, a little bit extra stuff compared to the Nissan Altima. As in, I had to take up this bracket off right here. These are all the same for the mounts and stuff like that. And I had to move this thing out the way. But other than that, then is a nice, easy job, kind of. It's going to take a little bit, but it's kind of easy job. But yeah. I'm going to start working on this and get this thing knocked out. This is the last car that I have for today, and the biggest car of the most work I had to do all day. So it's been a couple hours later, and I actually want to show you guys like everything what I had to take off just to get the valve cover off. It's insane. Probably the most stuff I had to take off for a valve cover in any car that I worked on. But flip the camera around and show you guys what I had. So as you can tell, I had to take off the motor mount, and there's a little bracket here. I'll show you guys here. So I had to take off this mount right here. This motor mount goes on top of here. I had to take this one off, take this off. I had to take a little piece of the air box. As you can tell, I got the filter out. I got the intake hose. I got the intake ram air part, and I got all the bolts pretty much loose. Nissan, why do you have to do this to me? I had to take out the valve cover off just to get this bolt off right there. This bolt off right there, because it's hitting against one of these coolant hoses. So I had to unbolt that just to get the valve cover off and everything. So if you guys own this car, just know that's the way yeah. I don't even have to say even words, but you already know. So, and I am done. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's 1:33. I worked on three cars. Shocks, valve cover, and oil change. Now tomorrow, day off. I'm relaxing. I ain't doing nothing. No car. Well, I'm not going to say that because I probably might do some maintenance on this. Maybe. I'm not sure, because probably might do that maybe next week or so. But we break it, I fix it. This is a bonus video. We got 3 videos in one. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Another day, another dollar. Car number 4 I'm working on right now. I thought I was done, but I guess I'm not. But this vehicle, I'm working on a, I think it's 2015 Subaru something. I don't know, Forester, I think. But she had a coolant leak. It was a coolant leak right here. So I just cut it off, fit the clamp back on. Everything is good over there. By the way, if anybody have these issues, like if you ever see this right here, This somebody put stop leak inside the coolant because I guess they thought they had a coolant leak, but I do not recommend putting stop leak inside your radiator because that will clog up your heater core, that will clog up the thermostat, will be a little bit iffy, but it will definitely clog up your heater core, definitely, and you'll need that in the wintertime, and it will clog up your radiator. So I don't recommend using stop leak. But I don't recommend putting stop leak in any vehicle. But this is the one thing I do recommend, is if you ever bleed in your coolant, you can get yourself some electrical tape. I ran out of electrical tape, so I use the best next thing is a t-shirt. I had it in my trunk. I will wash it, or I probably might throw it out, one of the two. Yeah, so it can be nice fit, and then you just idle the car until it gets hot, and then you just keep it idling until you don't see any air bubbles in the cooling system. So far, and sometimes you can squeeze the hose. It's looking like pretty good. And by the way, turn on your heat on too as well, so it can circulate through the heater core and stuff like that, if this car do have a heater core, because I know some cars do have electric heater cores. Got heater core, so that means that is a plus. Turn on your heat so it can circulate through the heater core, so you can bleed out the coolant. As long as your funnel is on the highest part, higher than those coolant lines, then this is the highest point. That means the air bubbles will come out of here. So always make sure that your funnel and the coolant is higher than those heater core lines right there. So other than that, then like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.